Hello and welcome, and if you're watching this how-to tutorial video, then you're probably in some hot water right now. Well, don't worry, I'll guide you past these horrible times, and I'll tell you how to respond to criticism. Here, we have one of my pupils, Vivian Madrano, who's taken my 7-year-long course in how to respond to criticism. Listen, she's pretty smart. One guy makes a video saying that her comedy is slightly repetitive of the F words. How mean! That's a personal attack right there. And here's how we get into my first step. Always ignore it. They don't matter. They're just some random guys on Twitter. And maybe you're one of those random guys on Twitter, but who cares? They're not important at all. So just ignore them, ignore them, ignore them. They do not matter. Vivzy does this expertly while doing an unknown maneuver known as you wrong, which is genius. And then she adds the fact that I do not care and I am correct, which is genius. And at the end of the sentence, she says it is funny because F word funny. And now, write this next part down. There are 2 N's and 2 E's in funny. There is no Y. That is very crucial, and make sure that you always do that. Vivzy is an expert at her craft. Take notes. We actually have 2 examples for this next one. First, we have KSI.
He sucked the tip of it, loves it in his throat. I told him he should blow, filled him up, made him choke.
Well, let's just say he was in the thick of it recently, which is a beautiful song about his life story, and when people dare meme on it, he is offended because reasonably it is his life. He is not a joke. He's definitely not a joke. Now here's the important part. When he was on a podcast of his very friends and they commentated on his beautiful song saying that it was a joke, he of course screamed at them, yelled at them even, which is an amazing response. Always do that. Next, we have the most reliable and greatest reviewer of all of YouTube, Theft King. He's a genius of his thumbnail making craft, so peak and beautiful. And when this indie game developer, this famed one, Kane Carter, dare say his videos are poorly researched, he of course creates an expert response, and I just cannot describe how great it is. So just see his amazing and well put out together response. That's very sane and very normal.
In the last few days, I think King Carter is a vindictive, evil person. I'm not religious, but like if there was a hell, King Carter will burn for eternity. Like that's straight up the kind of person I think he is.
See, when Theft King entered my amazing school of criticism, he did one of the great techniques, such as victimizing yourself while vilifying those who criticize you, which is the greatest strategy to respond to it effectively. And last but not least, we have Cody Ko, who was accused of being a little bit too friendly towards some minors. And so, what does he do? Cody, what do you do? Cody?